What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the week's hottest topics, you guys. These are going to be the week's hottest topics for the week of June the 6th through June the 10th, you guys. Wow, we are one weekend to June, and June is going to go by fast, and then next month, you guys know, is July, my birth month. But yeah, these are going to be the hot topics for the week of June 5th through the 10th, you guys. So, before we go ahead and jump into these hot topics, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and are not subscribed, I need you guys to do me that favor and stop taking me out on this date every week. Do me that favor by liking the video, you guys, subscribing to my channel, turning on those post notifications, and also sharing the video. And with that, you guys, without further ado, let us discuss what is hot and what is trending this week, shall we? Alright, you guys, so we don't have a whole lot to discuss this week, but we do have some topics to talk about. So the first thing we're going to do right out the top of the gate is extend a rest in peace. So there's an Atlanta-based rapper by the name of Trouble. Now, I will tell you guys that I am not even familiar with him, his music, anything like that. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, am I getting to that age where I have to ask my little cousins or, nieces and nephews, like, who is that? Oh, God, I really am getting to that age, because some of these people, I don't be knowing who they are. Like, definitely, like, when it comes to the BET Awards, my little 9-year-old cousin, I'd be like, do you know what that is? He'd be like, yeah, that's so. So I'm like, oh, God. Am I getting that old? And I'm only 33. Well, I'm about to be 33. But yeah, this guy, Trouble, he was shot and killed. And it's wow. It seems like every week you turn around that you see more and more that a rapper is shot and killed. And they're younger and younger. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was in his late 20s. And that's very young. So the situation is, so this guy, Trouble, was over to a young lady's house. He spent the night. And this young lady's ex-boyfriend came over. They got into an argument with each other, and he shot and killed the guy. I just, for me, I don't understand. I just don't understand. You can get into an argument with people. I don't have a problem with you arguing, as long as you don't put your hands on people or take someone's life. Because when you take that person's life, you're taking your own life as well, because now you're going to spend the rest of your life behind bars. So not only one life is lost, and another one is going away for the rest of its life. It's just senseless, and it's really very stupid, to be honest with you. But it's sad. It's sad that for everyone who's affected in this situation. It really is sad. But once again, rest in peace to the rapper Trouble, you guys. So let's pause here and move forward. Alright, you guys, so next up, let's talk about this situation that as I was driving to work yesterday, I noticed it. It was a situation where, so you guys know, Carlos King has his podcast, Reality with the King. Yeah, that's it. And he has he has his guests. He's had the likes of Meghan McCain. He has had Sheree on there. He recently did an interview with Claudia Jordan. He's done interview. He now just recently did an interview with Marlo. And, Marlo was on there. And Marlo, she talked about her relationship with Nene. How, it's good. And it can be good and bad. And I can see that. And then she also discussed Candy. Now, you guys know that coming up soon in the Real Housewives of Atlanta, that, Candy and Marlo are going to have it out with each other. And if what they're saying that Marlo said about Candy is true, I'm going to have a real big issue with Marlo. And I actually like Marlo. The thing with Marlo is, people always talk about, oh, Marlo knows how to read. Marlo does not know how to read. Marlo gets read, and then Marlo goes for a low blow. That's who Marlo is. Marlo is a low blow type of person. She doesn't throw fun shade. She doesn't throw quick-witted shade. Marlo is just gutter when it comes to her responses to people. So she was talking about Candy, and the things that she was saying about Candy were, in my personal opinion, quite disgusting. So she's saying that, she's talking about Candy. Now, one thing that I do agree with Marlo on, and I said it in my review this past Sunday, when it comes to this whole sex stuff, I know that Candy's business is sex. Candy, the candy coated, the bedroom candy stuff. I know that is her business, but I just didn't understand. I didn't understand Candy bringing the bedroom candy stuff, having it delivered to the women, telling them to put on the vibrating panties, and then wearing them to the play. I didn't understand that. If it was if it was like, if it was something like a play that was sexual, absolutely. If it was even a dungeon party, I would be like, okay, I understand it. But it wasn't the dungeon party. It was thoughts of a colored man. So I didn't understand that. So Marlo's thing is stop with the sex, and we can both agree on that one. But then she's like, Candy needs to teach people about business, about money. You do know Candy does, like, even at the beginning of the pandemic, on her YouTube channel, Candy, and I think she still does it here and there, Money Making Mondays, where she was telling people about, what to do about their home loans, what to do about a lot of things that, we as black people could learn from, and that we might not necessarily know. So she was doing, and I think she still does Money Making Mondays. I just think she does it on Amazon Live, because I'm a part of her texting community, and I know she texted this past week about Money Making Monday. So she does that, and then she's talking about help the black people, just help the black community out. Candy does a lot for the black community. Her restaurants in black neighborhoods. Like, I don't understand what the fuck Marlo was talking about. I really just feel like Marlo was talking out the side of her ass, to be quite honest with you guys. And then she went on to say Candy is fucked out in Atlanta. And then she said, I'm probably fucked out in Atlanta too. I mean, that's what Candy says. And I was like, what the hell does fucked out in Atlanta mean? Does that mean that I'm going to assume that what Marlo was trying to say when she says that Candy is fucked out in Atlanta, I'm going to assume that Marlo is calling her a hoe and saying that, she's been passed around in Atlanta. But, okay. So, I don't know where Candy was, but I saw this yesterday, where Candy was doing an interview, and a person brought up Marlo's interview with Carlos King, and baby, Candy was pissed. Them teeth got tighter, and you could listen. And I heard when I had it in my ear, I was like, wait a minute, you could hear Candy's voice. Candy's voice was cracking. It was cracking. I'm like, oh, Candy is that type of pissed. Which I've been that pissed before. Like, if you really, really get under my skin, and sometimes it's like my family and my friends who do it, like not a regular person, but if you get me really, really, really pissed off, because I have had instances where I got really pissed and tears just came out of my eyes, and it was the frustration from you pissing me off that's making me cry. And I always tell people, when you see the tears coming out of my eyes, you might want to get away from me. You might want to move, because that's not a sign of weakness. That is a sign of I'm ready to beat your ass, and you might want to leave me alone. So Candy was like, she gets on my motherfucking nerves. And honestly, I can see why Marlo gets on her motherfucking nerves at this point. Because, Candy was like, I've tried to help Marlo. She tried to help Marlo get a show. Marlo didn't take that opportunity because Marlo was too busy kissing ass on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for that friend of contract. I think she said she helped Marlo get on this show as well. But then when she got on the show, she had some connections of different networks, and she tried to get her own there, but Marlo didn't want to do that. She said, Marlo had texted them recently about some kind of business that she's doing, and Candy was there to support that. And that is the thing. When Candy is loyal to you, we all know how Candy is when it comes to loyalty. If Candy is loyal to people, she's loyal to a fault. and you got to do something really really bad to get, for her not to be loyal. Honestly, you guys, when it comes down to Marlo, I really do just believe that Marlo is just blowing smoke at this point. And I also think that Marlo is doing a lot of things because, one, this is her first season as a peach holder, and I'm pretty sure that that bag got a little bit bigger. Marlo was doing really good as a friend of the housewives, but I bet you Marlo is making a little bit more money now that she's a full-time housewife. So I'm pretty sure Marlo's like, oh shit, this is what they make it. I'm pretty sure Marlo knew all along what some of the women were making as housewives, but Marlo's probably like, damn, I got my peach now. I need to do everything I can to solidify this peach because I feel like what Marlo is probably doing as well is, you guys know, they don't get their pickup notices until after the reunion. So I don't know when the reunion is going to film. It's probably going to be a while before we film the reunion of Real Housewives of Atlanta. They probably, because Real Housewives of Atlanta, they usually have 20-something episodes, and we ain't even in the double digits at this point yet. So they probably won't film the reunion until maybe like late August or so. Maybe. But I feel like Marlo is doing everything she can so that way when we get to the reunion that she has some drama with someone. Because I don't think Kenya is, at this point, Kenya is not going to give it to her. We can clearly see that. Kenya is not going to give Marlo the time of day. She might shade her in her interviews, with the producers. And I know she shaded her on Watch What Happens Live. She shaded her on Wendy Williams with that messy ass Michael Rappaport. But Kenya's not going to give it to her. So what does she got to do now? Now who's going to get in the sandbox with her, right? So she's got to drag somebody else in that sandbox. She's not going to drag Sheree in it because she's not going to drag Sheree in it. Sandy is too new. Drew. So who else is left? Candy. So yeah, she knows what she's doing. Marlo definitely knows what the hell she's doing, you guys. But let's pause here, you guys, and move on to the next story. Alright, you guys, so next up, let's talk about Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. So, Michael B. Jordan, how long has him and Lori Harvey been together? They've been together, what, a year? They got together last year, didn't they? I think it's been a year with those. If it's not been a year, it's been close to a year with those two. Well, they've officially called it quits. Don't know who broke up with who. And to be quite honest with you, I don't care who broke up with who. When I first saw Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey together, it was, the first photo you see of them, it's like, oh, okay, they're a cute couple. But then at a certain point in time last year, it was like, okay, this is overkill, and I'm tired of seeing both of them. Every time I log into Instagram, there they are. It's just like, oh, God. Them again. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. So when Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, I always thought that was fake. I really always thought that was like a story. Here I am saying a storyline. I thought that was a publicity stunt. And I thought it was a publicity stunt more so on Michael B. Jordan because you guys know that people had accused him of only dating white women. People had insinuated that he might be gay. So I always thought that was more so for him and not for her. But then again, people talk about Lori Harvey and they talk about the woman as if she's a hoe. And that's what annoys me when it comes to people talking about Lori Harvey. They said, because I did see this on social media where they talk about, well, she's been with Future, she's been with that person, she's been with this person, she's been with that person. Okay, what's the point? As long as the girl is not going around here just, even if she was going around here sleeping with everybody that came in her wake, that's her prerogative. That's her business. That ain't got nothing to do with you or me. And as long as she is safe with what she's doing and her partners know, who the fuck cares? And why do you guys care so damn much about what Lori Harvey does with her vagina? I just don't understand it. But I don't think she's a hoe. I mean, she is a young lady who is dating different men. And do you guys know what the definition, like when people, it's so interesting in this day and age that people call people a hoe when they're dating. Dating just means that let's plan a date. Let's say, hey, what are you doing Friday at 7 o'clock? I'm free. You want to go to dinner and have a movie? You want to go to a movie and have dinner? Sure, let's do that. That is the definition of a date. You want to go to the bar, have a drink? Let's do that. Let's do that. It's a date. That's a date. So for people to call her a hoe, I just don't understand it. But it ain't for me to understand. But it's just stupid. But with Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, they'll both be fine. Let's just say that Michael and Lori are going to be fine. They are rich, and I can't be bothered with rich people's problems. So yeah, they'll be fine. You know, we'll see Lori with someone I'm pretty sure she's a beautiful young lady. So there's gonna be someone that is chasing after Lori Harvey. So yeah, Lori Harvey is gonna be fine, you guys. She'll be fine, and so will Michael B. Jordan. I want to say that they'll both be fine. So let's pause here, you guys, and go on to the next story, shall we? Okay, you guys, this next story. There's something wrong with Nick Cannon. There is literally something wrong with this man. Now, mind you guys, my notes, I typed these notes up yesterday while I was working. And I did go out of order. And as you can see, this right here is about Mr. Nick Cannon. And my notes are literally about what happened last week after I posted my video. So, Mr. Nick Cannon, like I said, there is literally something wrong with this man. I just don't know what the fuck it is. Why does he need to have so many goddamn kids? Why does Nick Cannon need to have so many fucking kids? I just don't understand that. That shit boggles my mind. That shit blows my mind. Nigga, you're gonna have to work the rest of your life to support all of these kids that you keep creating. And then what happens if something happens to Nick Cannon? All these women, oh God, and at this point the women look ridiculously stupid. I don't even like talking bad about women, but these women look insane. So after I posted my video last week, I saw last Friday after I got off of work, I was scrolling through Instagram and through Twitter, and I saw that Abby De La Rosa is once again pregnant. I was like, what? That's the woman that had the twins by Nick Cannon. I was like, oh my God, not again. And then you guys know he already has another woman pregnant. And I'm like, how does he? So, and like I said, it just feels like Nick Cannon does this as a sport. Like, to see how many women he can impregnate in a month, in a year, in a day. Nick Cannon has a problem, you guys. I don't know no other way to say it and no nicer way to say it, but the man got a damn problem. There is literally something wrong with Nick Cannon. So, yesterday, after I typed up my notes and printed my notes out, I was on Instagram once again. Well, looks like Abby De La Rosa and that other woman are not the only two that are pregnant. There are two more women that are pregnant. It's a black woman and another woman. I was like, oh my God. So this man is about to have at least a baker's dozen worth of children. That is, if Abby is not pregnant with twins, because I don't even think she knows what she's pregnant with. Oh God. There is something wrong with this man. The fact that he keeps, and and I was one of those people in the beginning when Nick Cannon was having, the first few babies. I was like, okay, Nick Cannon got the means to support those. He got the money, and at that time, it wasn't that many kids. It wasn't that many kids. I was like, he got the money. Monroe and Moroccan, they're grown, not grown. They're older. They're older than these babies are. So, he can delegate his time to every one of his children. But now that it is, how many, I mean, at this point, how many different women are there? And I thought he was going to go celibate. I thought he was going to get a vasectomy. There's something wrong with the man. Like, you don't believe in no kind of contraceptive. Like, you don't believe in the condom. Because these are, they might not be random women, but they are, in the sense, random women. Unless you guys are going, unless before you have sex with each and every woman, you're going to get you're going to get an STD test. You just slipping and sliding in a woman unprotected. You don't know who she slept with prior to you, and damn sure she don't know who you slept with prior to her. That is the problem. That is a big problem for me. The fact that y'all don't know who each other has slept with, and the fact that we know that he is impregnating multiple women. So if he's impregnating multiple women, then how many women is he actually sleeping with? How many women is he sleeping with that we don't know that are pregnant? There could be women that are on birth control. And that is another question I wonder. What is Nick Cannon saying to these women? What the fuck is he saying to these women? And I don't like talking bad about women, but what kind of dumb shit? Y'all are some dumbasses. Because I don't know what the fuck he could say to you. It's gotta be, I don't know if they see dollar signs or if his penis is just that big. I don't know what it is with Nick Cannon, but there's something, again, I'm just going to preface it one more time. There's something wrong with this man. So is this man telling y'all not to take, like, if the ladies were on birth control, is he telling you not to take your birth control? If you had an IUD, is he telling you to take your IUD out? Like, what is he saying to them to just... And again, I'm just going to say it one more time. Does no one believe in a condom? I don't even care if you don't believe in a condom for... I don't care if you are... You can be all about having, you can if you want to have kids, that's fine. But aren't you not worried about AIDS, HIV, hepatitis, HPV, gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, herpes? Like, are you not worried about any of those? Are you not worried about any of those sexually transmitted diseases that you can get? Again, something's wrong with him. And I'm gonna need him to go seek mental help, because there's a problem up here in his brain. There's a big problem in Nick Cannon's brain, and I don't know what it is. Because, like I said, this man continues to create broken home after broken home. What are you gonna do? Because now these babies that you're having, all of these kids are going to be the same age. They're going to be in school at the same exact time. So what if one of your kids is in band? What if another one plays football? What if another one plays basketball? What if another one plays volleyball? What if another one is in chess? What if another one is in badminton? How the fuck are you going to spend time with these kids? And then these women don't even live in the same house. And I saw he said he spends time with all his kids. How? There are only 7 days in a week. Unless you go unless you say, I'm going to spend time with baby A on the 1st of June, I'm going to spend time with baby B on the 2nd of June, baby C on the 3rd, and baby so-and-so on X amount of days. Unless you're doing that, I don't necessarily know how you in these child's life. I don't know how you're a present father. What Nick Cannon should do is just get a compound and put all the women on the compound, and they just live as sister wives for the rest of their lives. Because that is just some foolish shit. If I ain't never saw foolish shit in my damn life. But again, like I said, there is really something wrong with this man. There's something wrong with him. There is something wrong with that. And I don't understand. I truly don't understand you guys. But let me know what you guys think, and we will move forward, you guys. Alright, you guys, next up, let's talk about this. Now, I haven't talked about this on my channel. Have I ever talked about this? I don't think I have. The situation with Big Tip Tim from Welcome to Sweetie Pies. God, what does anybody see in that big? I mean, that nigga's hips are just wide. Wide. I know he is making somebody a very happy man in prison. He got to be making somebody happy because that, I mean, them big birthing canal hips he got. Jesus the Christ. With Tim Norman, I still don't understand this storyline. I mean, it's not even a storyline. I don't understand this whole story with him. And it's despicable, to be honest with you. Like, even if, and you guys, I've told you guys that, you know, I have some issues with some of my family members. Some of my family members I don't talk to. And some of my, you know, I've told you guys that. And I've had, you know, and I've said that. But I can never go to the lengths that Tim Norman went through for his nephew. To have his nephew unlived. You literally set your nephew up to be unlived. There is something wrong in the mind of a person that can do that and feel no remorse, and then you take your mother to the scene of where it happened, knowing all along you orchestrated that whole ordeal to happen. There is literally something wrong with that man too. And it's honestly a special place in hell for a bitch like that. And then I think about the person who gunned down his nephew. You did all of this for $5,000, and the woman got paid the woman that was with him, the stripper, she was paid $10,000 to $15,000. When you think about people who get paid to be hitmen, I always think to myself, like, how can you live with yourself, even if you don't get caught? How do you function through the rest of your life knowing that you took someone else's life for some money? I couldn't do, me personally, my morals, my values, and my moral compass just wouldn't allow me to do something so heinous to someone. I couldn't. I really couldn't. So, like I said, the gunman, like I said, he got paid $5,000. Dude, $5,000, especially in this world, in this time, not even talking about this current climate that we're in with the inflation, but when this happened, $5,000 then, $5,000 is gone quicker than you can say, boo. Unless you find a way to stretch that, $5K is gone before you know it. So I'm just like, was it really worth it? Obviously, I don't know it wasn't worth it. And obviously, it wasn't worth it. But I mean, like, damn. Again, your morals didn't say, hey, self, this man just came to me and offered me $5,000 to take out his nephew who ain't done shit to him. And I'm just going to be okay with doing that. So your morals, your values didn't say, let's really think about this. Shit, I would have been fine if you played the nigga. Be like, okay, yeah, man, I got you, I'll take it. Why not say take it and set him up? And people don't believe in snitches, but shit, at least get a nigga a heads up, like, hey, my nigga, your uncle over here, nigga want you dead for some odd reason. Like, maybe say that. I don't know. I'm just still stuck on Tim's big hip ass. The fact that you literally wanted to take out your nephew. Why? Like, that makes no damn sense. I don't give a fuck if it's I don't give a fuck what the situation is. Nothing justifies doing it. There is no justification for taking out your own family member. None whatsoever. But you guys, I'm tired. I'm done with that story. Let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. Alright, guys, so next up, got a few more minutes before I have to clock in for work, but let's keep going. So next up, let's talk. Now, you guys remember, I told you guys last week I don't watch Chrisley Knows Best, so I'm not too familiar with Todd Chrisley, Julie Chrisley, or their family. I told you guys my little cousin watches the Chrisley Knows Best show, but JB, he has never watched an episode of it. So remember, it's so interesting. Last week we were talking about the Chrisleys, and more specifically, I was talking about Todd and the fact that I think his business partner that had come out and said that him and Todd had a relationship with each other, which that ain't surprising, but hey, it is what it is. So you guys, they're on trial for, and they were on trial for, I got it right here, bank fraud and tax evasion. Ugh. God dang. Sound like, it's interesting when you think about these reality stars. You got to think about Teresa Giudice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Jen Shah from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Mike from Jersey Shore. You think about a lot of these reality stars and how they have issues with not paying their taxes. Even Blac Chyna. Remember, Blac Chyna ain't pay her taxes in some years. It's like, damn, so y'all be doing all these reality shows and whatnot. Y'all be taking in that money, but y'all don't be reporting that to Uncle Sam. Baby, I give my greedy ass uncle everything that motherfucker tells me that I owe him. I don't want y'all breathing down my back, coming down, knocking at my door. So Todd and Julie, from what I've heard, they were going around to small banks getting loans, and I think they were up about $20-30 million. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of fucking money. And now, the one thing that I will say is the things that they were doing, this was before they were even on reality TV. So they were scamming motherfuckers before they became who they are now. Which again, I don't know who they are, but they were scamming motherfuckers long before. Now, they were going to smaller banks, so they weren't going to your big banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. You know, they weren't going to those kind of banks. They were going to your mom and, well, you won't say mom and pop, but your kind of local small branch. You know, your hometown banks. So that's what they were doing. So Todd did file bankruptcy. And I think they wiped away part of that. It was 30 million. I think they wiped away about 20 million. So 10 million was left. So also, from what I heard, when they started doing this reality show, they ain't paid their taxes in some time. I'm like, God dang. Like I was saying, I don't understand why a lot of these, if you know that you're gonna do, if you get approached for a reality TV show, and you know that you got some skeletons in your closet, I wouldn't sign up for that. And I don't. And when I say skeletons in your closet, I don't mean stuff like you got an outside baby, you're cheating on your husband or your wife. That's you wouldn't want to do that. You wouldn't want to do that unless you want it out there in the world. But when I say skeletons in your closet, I mean shit that can land your ass in prison for some years. That's what I'm saying. Don't go on reality TV knowing that you have defrauded the government, not paid your taxes, because they're going to be looking at you. I mean, especially look at Teresa and Joe. Teresa and Joe literally got caught up because of the lifestyle that they were living on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Same with Jen Shah from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Remember, in season 1, everyone wanted to know, what the fuck did Jen Shah do for her money? She lived this lavish lifestyle, but your husband is a coach, and he's not one of these big time coaches at, like some of these big name colleges. So he's not bringing in millions and millions of dollars every year. So people were wondering, where is Jen Shah getting her money? And then they questioned her at the reunion, and even Jen couldn't answer where she got her money from. And then we saw what happened before they started filming season 2, that actually while they were filming season 2, she got arrested. And now, her court case starts next month. Jen's court case starts next month. I think it starts in July. I know it starts in July, because originally it was supposed to start in February or March. That is why they rushed production of season 3 of Salt Lake City, So they thought they were going to be able to cover her court case, but they didn't because, like I said, Jen's court case got postponed once again until July. But yeah, I mean, why would y'all? I would never. Me personally, would I do a reality show? Maybe, maybe not. But if I know that I got something in my closet dealing with the IRS, I'm gonna be like, no. So I'm gonna be like, hey, so yeah, I ain't paid my taxes in some years. Let me go and talk to Uncle Sam and try to get on a payment plan. Let me get on that payment plan real quick. We can sign these. We gonna sign on the dotted lines, but let me get on the payment plan so that way, my taxes are caught up, and that way, when they see me on this TV show, they won't be like, oh, he got a yacht. Okay, he got a house that costs $1.2 million. Okay, let's tally that up too. He got how many cars? He got 3 cars. Oh shit, let's tally that up too. I wouldn't want them to tally up all of that shit and be like, so you have all of this, but you've only reported that you made this amount of money in a year. How were you able to afford that? Yeah, I wouldn't want to explain that to nobody because I don't look good in prison orange. Period. Point blank. Don't look good in the prison orange. So yeah. Good luck to Todd and Julie because y'all gonna do some jail time, babies. Good luck to you. Good luck. But you guys, let's pause here and move on to the next story. Alright, you guys, so next up, I don't know. And the funny thing is, Juneteenth, so this is about Juneteenth. You guys know Juneteenth is actually next week, I believe. Yeah, Juneteenth is actually, it literally is next week. I think it's next Sunday. I think Juneteenth is next Sunday. So you guys, next Saturday, I won't be in Dallas. I would be, more than likely, I'm going to be in my hometown of Tyler. Because you guys saw last year, I put up my little vlog where we have our parade. So I'll be at home next Saturday with my best friend. She's supposed to go out. I don't know if I'm going to go out, but we shall see. So Love and Marriage Huntsville and DC, those will be definitely on Sunday or so. I don't know. But yeah, so Juneteenth is next weekend. I don't understand why people, I knew that when we made it a federal holiday, I knew that it was going to come with people trying to, profit off of it, monopolize it. First, it was Walmart with the Juneteenth ice cream. Now it's this damn museum that had a Juneteenth salad that has watermelon in it. First of all, that sounds so nasty, a salad with watermelon. But then I'm also not a watermelon guy, so that wouldn't sound appeasing to me. But I just want to know who in the hell came up with that idea. It's stupid. I just really want to know who the fuck came up with it. It just makes absolutely no sense to me. It is so fucking disrespectful to black people. Like, that is a negative stereotype that they think all black people eat is chicken and watermelon. First of all, where did that come from? Where did that come from? I never understood where that. Now, do I love chicken? Absolutely. Like, I just don't understand that whole thing about chicken and watermelon and black people. But whatever. Yeah, I know that they're taking it off. Going forward for any company, it's okay to want to celebrate Juneteenth. It is okay to want to celebrate it. But be a bit more respectful to black people, because the things that you guys are doing are just a little bit on the tone deaf side. The things that you guys are doing are just on the tone deaf side of trying. I get you want to support. I don't even know if I would say you want to support. It literally is. I just feel like you guys want to profit off of it, kind of like how people profit off of Pride Month. You see nothing but Pride stuff all month, and yeah, I think it's. And I'm talking when I say you see Pride stuff all month. I'm talking about these big corporations. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about anybody in the community. I'm not talking about the community itself. I'm talking about corporations. You see them, they want to profit off of Pride Month. Because I can't even tell you that I saw when it comes to Black History Month, I don't think that you see too much stuff. Actually, no, that you don't see anything in the stores where they're trying to sell this or that. You don't see it for Black History Month. I can't think of anything that I saw for Black History Month. So yeah, it's just monopolization. Did I make up a word? That is a word, monopolization. Monopolizing. Let's just say that they're trying to monopolize off of the holiday, which was something that could be expected. But hey, that's it, you guys. Let's move forward and talk about the last story that I have for this week. Is that the last story that I got for this week? Yep, it is. So you guys, The Real wrapped up their final episode. What was it? I think it was last Friday. Now you guys remember that the Real got canceled, so they ended their 8-season run last Friday. So on the YouTube channel, I did notice that on the YouTube channel they had their thumbnail, and the thumbnail, it had Garcelle, it had Lonnie Love. That's Lonnie's last name, isn't it? Yeah, Lonnie Love, Tamara, Tamar, Adrian, and Jeannie. But there was one host that has hosted The Real that was missing, and that was Amanda Seales. Now, me personally, I didn't think much about it, but Amanda Seales obviously did, and Amanda Seales was in her feelings about it. And I was thinking to myself, when it comes to Amanda Seales, but you yourself said that you isn't that one of Amanda Seales' regrets that she even did that show in the first place? And honestly, when I did watch a few clips. I didn't watch the show like that every day, but I did see a few clips of Amanda Seales when she was on The Real, and she did not fit in with those women. And then she talked shit about the show. So I was like, why do you feel some type of way that they didn't include you? You talk shit about the show. You quit the show. Amanda Seales wasn't even on The Real for 6 months before she left. So I just didn't understand why she was so upset. I would chalk it up as, oh, okay, fuck you too. And because Amanda Seales, I think she was on TikTok when she addressed it, and she said she would talk about it more later. Amanda, please don't talk about it. Please don't talk about it. Like, you guys, I like Amanda Seales, but I like Amanda Seales, but I also think Amanda Seales can be her own worst enemy. Kind of like how what I said about Monique and Sydney last week. I feel like Amanda Seales can be her own worst enemy at times. Let me know what you guys thought about it, but that is all I got for you guys this week. I don't even know how long this video is, but that's all I got for you guys this week. Let me know what you thought about each and every topic that we've discussed this week. We do this every single week, same time, same place, same channel. And you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys later on tomorrow for Love and Marriage DC and Huntsville. And as always, you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, you guys, wear a mask, socially distance, be blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.